Hello friends, and once again welcome back to Indian Autos Blog. I'm your host Yatharth, and today I'm not going to review any vehicle, but we are going to do something different. Today I'll be interacting with Mr. Brijesh Gubbi Suresh, who is the Assistant Vice President and Group Head, New Marketing Strategy, Hyundai Motor India Private Limited. In the moments to come, we'll be talking about the new Hyundai Mobility membership program which was launched recently, and I'm going to ask him a few questions so that he can give me some clarity on this new initiative. But before I proceed, let me request you to please hit subscribe and press the bell icon to become the first one to get such video updates. So without further ado, let's now proceed to our interaction with Mr. Brijesh and ask him a few questions about this new initiative.
So, shall we begin?
Yeah.
So, sir, before anything else, let me congratulate you for launching this one-of-a-kind initiative. When it's something really unheard of, I'm looking at it for the first time, something like this. So, what exactly led you to the introduction of this initiative? And if you don't mind, what are the kind of investments Hyundai has made for the membership program?
Right. So Yatharth, first of all, thanks, for initiating this conversation, and very happy to discuss about our new initiative, which is Hyundai Mobility Membership, which is India's first of its kind program. See, I just want to give you some, I want to share some strategic points that we considered during the formulation of this program. See, one is our global philosophy is to be lifetime partners for our customers, right? That means we need to be with the customer in his purchase journey, in his ownership journey, and beyond, right? But what we noticed was in the purchase journey, there is an avenue for customer to interact with Hyundai and our dealerships, with the company service, and so on. But in the ownership journey, after the car delivery, what happens is that the engagement reduces, right? And over a period of time, even in the warranty period, what happens? The engagement changes and it reduces. We see a declining curve. So that was one of our considerations, how to have an increased percentage of continuous engagement. The second point, what we considered was that when we looked at important statistics, when we reviewed some of the report, it says 75% of customers would like to engage with a brand that already knows their preferences, right? Imagine you have to redo everything. So what we did, we considered that as an important input, and we said we need to have personalized and meaningful engagement with customers. And how do we know that? By regular interaction, by understanding the customer preferences that goes beyond automotive, right? So it could be, mobility, because we are transforming to become a smart mobility solution provider. So we said we need to provide these benefits for the customers that goes beyond automotive, so that the customers are then able to see value, find it meaningful, and engage with the brand. With this continuous engagement, we are able to provide some personalized interactions to the customer also, and this leads to customer satisfaction and then increased loyalty. And the last point, Yatharth, is many of the customer engagement programs today are loyalty programs, which is predominantly on the concept of earn and burn system. That means you pay registration fee first, and then you spend in the company ecosystem, and then you earn some points. And those points are then again used in the company ecosystem, sometimes outside, but most of the time inside the ecosystem, in parts, service, and so on. So our takeaway was it is vehicle centric. Our second takeaway was that the customer has to pay for it. The third one was it is all in the automotive ecosystem, right? It's a very vehicle focused. So we said, look, we have to go beyond the automotive and then look into other areas. And hence we considered three main areas: the automotive core area, the mobility area, and the lifestyle area. So that's the whole concept and the background of the program.
Okay, so do you consider that this entire ecosystem of not just vehicle-related services, but also lifestyle and mobility-related things, do you think this is the USP of your new membership program?
Absolutely. This is one of the USP because today, our program is unique because other programs are automotive, but ours is automotive plus mobility plus lifestyle. So it is, customer plus vehicle. So that is how. Second, Yatharth, I want to highlight to you that program offers unique benefits for our customers. When I say unique, these don't exist in the market today, right? For example, you might have a 20% off on X from a partner, but as a Hyundai Mobility member, you definitely get 20 plus something. Yeah, there's always plus, plus. So second USP is that these offers don't exist. The third USP is these offers are all long term, and that goes in line with our concept of lifetime partnership. For example, today, if you see a lot of offers from banks, your credit cards and others, they come up with 50 rupees, 100 rupees off. But these are all time bound. These are all for 1 month, 1 week, 100 rupees. But ours is unconditional. That means you can use this n number of times. This is unique for you. You get special privileges, special treatment, and all at no fee.
Correct.
Right? So you can imagine for a customer, the value proposition is regular offers, unique offers, long-term offers, offers in mobility, core, and lifestyle, customer lifestyle related, and the most important USP is we continue to add more partners and offers. So this is a ongoing engagement. This does not stop.
Right. So, sir, in relation to this, I mean, apart from the partners you already have, like I saw that you have tied up with Chios, there's JK Tires. Apart from partners falling in these three categories of core, mobility, and lifestyle, are you planning to add some more categories or some more partners? And what sort of partners are you looking at?
See, today we have three main pillars in the program. So core, mobility, and lifestyle. And we are definitely working with more partners. So in these three areas, in these three pillars, we have subcategories. So for example, in core, we have today accessories, we have tires, and we have fuel. So in the future, Yatharth, it could be more fuel partners or it could be a more subcategory. But the pillar would always be the same. So in mobility today, we have ride hailing, subscription, rental, on demand. In lifestyle, we have 6 categories, but 13 partners, right? So in the future, we could have 7, 8, 9, but then 20 partners in lifestyle. So like that, we will continue to expand. And answering your question about the future, see, the whole point here is, Yatharth, I don't want to give something that the customer sees a value and is not able to use it today, right? For example, in the new normal that we talk about, all the partners and offers have to be relevant. They have to be relevant in this time. So we are tying up with more partners and more partners that have pan-India presence, more partners that have online presence that provides convenience, and more partners that see the value and value of the Hyundai brand and with the association and are able to participate and jointly develop this ecosystem. So we will continue to expand and there is no end that we can think of. So we will continue to add and our customers will get notifications and they will know if we have added a new offer or a new partner.
Got it. So, sir, if we like we're talking about the future. So I noticed that when you launched the membership program, the phase one only includes people who have bought a Hyundai after 30th August 2020. What about the existing, the owners which have been owners of your cars for many years now? When do you plan to include them into this membership program?
See, absolutely, Ita, that's a very valid point that you mentioned because today we have, over 5 million customers and we have started the program with new car buyers. So So as you can imagine, every new program, we have to ensure that the whole ecosystem is ready, the partners are ready. It's a new concept. We are debuting it in India for Hyundai globally, right? So it's a new concept altogether. So we want to stabilize, and we want to ensure that we start somewhere, right? So our starting point has been pan India new car buyers, but next step in Q4 we will extend it to pan India existing customers. So that's how we start, and we will scale up. So definitely Hyundai customers will be considered. It's just matter of few months. They will be on the platform soon.
Okay, got it. So, like you said, this is now we are in an era of new normal. And I might even add that there was a time until, say, a couple of years ago, or maybe I should say a little more than a couple of years ago, when people used to say that internet is the next big thing. But now the state is such that internet is already the thing, and internet and your daily life are inseparable. But on the same time, there are people who are still not well versed with internet, and apart from that, there are also many problems like data theft and frauds and all sorts of such things. So when we talk about transactions on the mobility membership app, so all these transactions that will they take place on a Hyundai server, or will they take place on a partner service provider server? And how do you ensure the safety and no breach of data privacy and things like these?
See, very important point. In fact, this program deals with our customers' personal information, right? So for us, the data privacy and security are very important aspects. Yeah, not only security where we talk about servers and having strong firewalls, but we also talk about the privacy of the customer data. We have a lot of partners, and these partners will continue to grow. So there's a lot of interaction between our systems and the partner ecosystems, right? So we have to ensure that it all is in a secure way. So we took our time to build this digital ecosystem, and now it is only replication with addition of more partners and use cases, right? So we have spent all the time and effort to build this kind of digital ecosystem for security and privacy, right? We will continue to monitor, because this is never a stagnant activity. We have to continue to evolve and learn about the threats, and we will continue to improve. But at the moment we are confident, and we have all the necessary checks in place. The other important point that you mentioned about is the transaction. Yeah. See, there are different partner offers today. For example, if you take Mobis, our own subsidiary, so legal entity, I should say, sorry. So there again, the offers are redeemed offline, right, at the dealerships, because these are all accessories. There you have some transactions on our platform, and then you finish the transaction offline. But then you have certain partners where you have the offers, and then you are transacting on Hyundai platform. Everything is happening on the Hyundai platform. So we have these API integration. But we have certain partners where we also do a very warm transfer to the partner website, and they start from where they left on Hyundai platform, and then they continue, because how the partner systems are set up, right? So we have to respect that that every partner has their own way of operating and integrating with other systems. One unique system to begin with, interaction would be very difficult at the beginning stage. So we have considered all of that. We have considered security, privacy, and we have built this system. Our endeavor would be to have more and more on the Hyundai platform. Everything is happening on the Hyundai platform in terms of generation of unique code and transaction. So we have started that. We have a good percentage today, but eventually we will get there. Yeah. So that's our endeavor.
Okay. So another thing, Indian car market has started coming of age. I know there have been a few disruptions because of all this COVID scenario and lockdown and all that. But actually, the sales have started picking up again. And even if we look at the pre-COVID area, the tier 2 and tier 3 markets have been doing better than they have ever done before. And so, do you think that in future, this your Hyundai Mobility Membership Program will include services that will be relevant to, I should say, the rural population, where things like Chayos still don't exist? So, do you have any such plans? So that is one thing. Second thing, because car sales have been growing all across the country and not just in the urban areas. So do you even plan to roll out the app in local languages to make it easier for people to access it?
Right. So thank you, Yatharth, for that question. See, today our rural sales is contributing quite a significant percentage in our overall sales. So clearly, that will be our focus, right? Today, it is very difficult to offer services in every city. Yeah? So I want to acknowledge that, but we want to offer the most possible coverage across India. So we want to ensure that we tie up with partners that have the best coverage. But we will always have two situations. One is not even in rural areas, but also in tier 2, tier 3 cities, some partners might not be present. So I want to highlight that is the reason we call this program a mobility membership. That means we provide mobility offers as well, and we are considering that people are moving from tier 2, tier 3 to tier 1, and irrespective of where they are, they're able to use the offers. So one is the customers are able to use it any part of the country. They're not restricted to a region. That's why we call it the mobility membership. The second is most of our partners provide online solutions. For example, if you go to Portronics or if you go to Lenskart, two of our partners, so they provide e-commerce solutions, and they deliver to most of the pin codes in India today. So that's accessible tier 2, tier 3 as well. Third is rural area that you mentioned. Clearly, yes, we want to serve the rural areas as well. We are also considering partners. We are considering use cases that serve our rural areas as well. I'm pretty confident that we will have some partners specifically focusing on rural areas in the future. So that will be our focus. To answer your question about languages, clearly, Yatharth, multi-language approach is our focus because, like you said, today people in tier 2, tier 3 are using local languages, be it voice recognition, be it Google, So definitely that is the only way. If you need penetration in India, this is only possible by serving customers in their local language. We have started with English, but we will definitely consider more moving forward. I believe there are 8 main, again, step by step. So 8 and then 15 and then 20 like that. So first was English and then 8. Yeah. So we have planned for the other languages as well in the future.
Okay, great. So like we have been discussing, there's no enrollment fee, there's no subscription fee for the membership program. Mm-hmm. But are you planning any, special, you can say, paid package which offers some additional discounts or some special discounts exclusive to a set of customers who are likely to, pay for a special package?
See, we have always considered that this program is one for all approach. Yeah. The question we had in mind was, what about Santro customers versus a Tucson customer, right? Should we have a tier-based approach, right? So we considered different possibilities, but our whole concept, like I said, is a lifetime partnership. So we said, for us, a customer is a customer, right? It does not matter if he is driving one car model and not the other car. And we said, let us not distinguish the program based on the customer's vehicle. Yeah. So that's why we have offered one for all approach. However, when you look at the companies that we associate with, yeah, our main focus will be to offer maximum coverage that appeals to the Santro owner, to a Tucson owner, right? It does not mean that we are going to only associate with luxury brands and we are only going to associate with like the retail outlets. And no, it has to give us the maximum coverage, yeah, with the partners, with the regional presence. And that would be our approach. We will give a good mix: luxury, retail, travel, like mobility. We will give a good mix, and link with partners that are present nationwide. And our main focus will be to make sure that it appeals to all Hyundai customers. So that basket that we will prepare will will be a good mix for all kinds of Hyundai customers.
So, sir, I'm actually very glad that this one-of-a-kind initiative has been launched in India. But do you also plan to take this model to your other markets? And if so, how different will those models will be from the Indian version?
I can comment from an India market perspective. I'm also extremely happy and glad that we were able to debut this program and concept in India. And like you can imagine, Yatharth, every new program has its own benefits, its own challenges, right? Because nobody has ventured out into this area. So you learn a lot from this. And you are also able to have the first mover advantage, right? So there are a lot of positives and a lot of learnings. I'm pretty sure that we as a company will work very hard to make this a success. In meantime, we will learn from this program. We will continue to collaborate with our colleagues globally, and whoever is going next, we will share our experience, and the endeavor will be in the interest of customer to offer a better value proposition any part of the world. So we will continue to learn, share our experiences with headquarters and other regions, and build better programs in the future.
So what happens if a current Hyundai owner sells off his vehicle? Will he be able to continue, taking the benefits of this program? And what about the buyer of his used Hyundai car? Will he also be able to join this membership program through the ownership of his used Hyundai vehicle?
See, this was one of the challenges, if I'm honest with you, when we started building the program concept. Yeah, how to manage this? Yeah, who do you actually call as a customer? A customer who was driving a Hyundai car, or a customer who is driving a Hyundai car, right? So for us, we had to draw a certain boundary and start the program from that. So our consideration has been the customers who are registered in Hyundai database, yeah, are going to be a part of this program. Now, what happens if somebody sells the car, right? The registration database should also be updated, because then he's a new customer, right? We will honor this membership to all customers of Hyundai who are registered customers of Hyundai. There will be certain transactions that happen, but on the positive side, the customer who has sold the vehicle continues to enjoy the benefits because he would have already registered. For example, if you bought a 1-year subscription from a OTT company, you continue to enjoy the benefit. You don't lose it because now you sold your Hyundai car, right? You continue to enjoy that. But when the whole membership is up for a yearly renewal, right? Then we are able to update the membership records as well, right? So for us, the logic is a customer is one who is registered with us. Even a used car customer is registered with us. In the future, we also want to consider potential customers as Hyundai mobility members, but we want to differentiate the value proposition.
Okay.
There will be a clear difference between existing and potential. We are still building this. I am not able to disclose further details, but this will take care of such scenarios where somebody has sold a car, so he can still be a potential Hyundai. there are several other scenarios which are taken care with this kind of an approach, but this is only long term. The first main focus is to get all our customers and build a strong value for all our existing customers.
So, sir, when a buyer of a Hyundai car, he first visits a dealership and he interacts with the dealership staff. So, is the staff trained to inform a potential customer about all the benefits this program offers? Has there been some sort of a dealership training?
Absolutely. Without our dealer partners' involvement, it is impossible to roll out the program. We have trained over 12,000, executives in the workshops and in the dealerships, and there are different steps in the customer purchase journey at the dealership. So we have integrated this program at every stage. For example, in the discovery phase, when the customer is inquiring about the vehicle, we have also included mobility membership in the part of the the sales consultant engagement with the customer. But what is very important in the delivery phase, when the customer is getting a vehicle delivery, so it is a part of the sales consultant process to download the app for the customer, to register the customer, and then to ensure that the customer is ready to go. There are different stages of the customer purchase journey. At each stage, we have considered what is appropriate for the sales consultant to engage with the customer. At that stage, we have integrated it as a part of the process, and we have ensured we train. Because of the COVID situation, we had to do a virtual training program, with a trainer, and now we have web-based training as well as refreshers. So if somebody is new to the dealership, they can always access this, learn. We have provided a lot of handouts, SOPs for dealerships, and we have done everything possible so that a customer, before he leaves, he has the app, he knows what is it about, he knows how to use it.
So, sir, like one of the objectives of this membership program is to retain your customer base. That even if a customer is upgrading in the Hyundai family, so is there any sort of an incentive for a membership program user to switch to upgrade using through the click to buy integration of the two applications?
See, exactly. So today, customers are getting familiar with online retail, and we have also launched the new membership. So both are new in its own way, and all new initiatives have to be linked. So you have to understand that customers are unique, but the programs are multiple, right? So, for example, we need to ensure that a customer signs in and then he's able to seamlessly, navigate in Hyundai. For example, you don't want customer to log in on Hyundai.com. You don't want him to navigate on Click to Buy. You don't want him to navigate on membership, right? While we have launched two new initiatives and integrated them and provided customer convenience, we will continue to evolve both. Click to Buy, bring in more benefits for customers. We will continue to evolve our program, mobility membership. And then with this seamless integration, we will see that the customers are able to navigate seamlessly and enjoy the benefits, be it on Click to Buy or on mobility membership. And with the convenience, we believe that this will lead to more and more customer satisfaction in the future.
Yeah. So finally, my final question: Hyundai seems to be pioneering the age of digital media. We had Click to Buy, and now we have the mobility membership program. So what next can we expect from Hyundai in this aspect? Are you planning some other, rather radical app to enhance the customer experience?
See, our endeavor always, Yatharth, is to provide best products, best-in-class services and best-in-class experience for our customers. We will continue to innovate and lead the technology and customer related areas. We have done it with our innovative products, and that is evident with the results. We will continue to also develop and provide unique experiences, digital experiences for our customers, right? Our main focus will be customer convenience. Our main focus will be provide mobility, smart mobility solutions, and provide continued successful products and services. So that will be our endeavor. So we are working on a lot of new initiatives, Yatharth, and I am heading the new business group. I can tell you that you will hear from Hyundai, and we are working on initiatives without considering, the impact of the market. Right now, we are thinking only about how to enhance the customer value and how to provide future benefits. So there are a lot of these programs that we are working on. Give me some time to announce it. Unfortunately, today I'm not able to mention about it.
So, Brijesh San, that is it from my side today. It was actually very nice interacting with you. You know, it's very nice to have your insight into this new program and even Hyundai's vision to further enhance the overall ownership experience and probably attract more buyers. So it's really nice hearing all of that from you today, and I hope we can have more chats like these, and I can have more insight from you on all such initiatives.
Absolutely. Anytime. It was my pleasure, and I'm happy to interact anytime. Please to reach out to us. Anything in the future you want to discuss, we're more than happy. And best wishes to you, Yatharth, and stay safe and take care.
So friends, this was Mr. Brijesh Gubbi Suresh from Hyundai Motors India Limited, who just gave us an insight into the new Hyundai Mobility Membership Program. If you want more such videos, then do let us know through the comment section below. More importantly, stay tuned to Indian Autos Blog for the latest reviews, comparisons and acceleration tests. I'm your host Yatharth, and I'm pretty sure that I'll see you again very soon.